If one practices the regulative principles of Ashtanga Yoga, he can attain 8 kinds of perfection. But these are all material powers. Ultimately, such yogis are vanquished because they cannot retain these material powers indefinitely.
Of all the different forms of way of connecting, we can say that through bhakti, through devotion to Krishna, one has reached the highest form of yoga. Yoga is the various steps of yoga, sometimes called a yoga ladder. So we consider that it's the highest form of consciousness to go to Krishna, because we're getting back to remembering ourselves or reconnecting with ourselves to Krishna, who is our ultimate source. Again, if we make reference to the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Ahang sarvasya prabhavo mata sarvam pravartate. He says that I'm the source of all the material and spiritual worlds. Of course, you have to have a lot of faith to accept something like that, but through your own practice of devotion to Krishna, bhakti, there's a testimony right there. You just have to try it out.
Bhakti yogis are not interested in such powers. Asceticism or penance without knowledge of soul and body is imperfect. Theoretical knowledge of soul without knowledge of and surrender to the Supreme Lord is also imperfect. And fruitive work without Krishna consciousness is a waste of time. Therefore, the most highly praised form of yoga performance is Bhakti Yoga, as explained in the Bhagavad Gita.
Yoginam api sarvesham madgatenantaratmana shraddhavan bhajate yomam same yuktatamo mataha.
And of all yogis, the one with great faith, who always abides in me, thinks of me within himself and renders transcendental loving service to me. He is the most intimately united with me in yoga and is the highest of all. That is my opinion. The Bhakti Yoga, acting in Krishna consciousness, works for the satisfaction of the Lord without self-interest. A Krishna-conscious person does not desire self-satisfaction. Rather, his criterion of success is the satisfaction of Krishna. Therefore, he is considered the perfect sannyasi and the perfect yogi. According to the Vedic social system, as soon as one takes birth, he becomes indebted to so many persons. We are indebted to the rishis or great sages because we derive knowledge from their transcendental writings, such as the Srimad Bhagavatam, compiled by Srila Vyasadeva. The authors of the scripture know past, present and future, and we are urged to take advantage of such invaluable knowledge. Thus, we are indebted to the sages. Every ordinary conditioned soul is the recipient of innumerable benefits given by the demigods, who provide sun and moonshine, rain, wind, food, and ultimately one's own material body. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is stated,
Yishtan bhogan vivo devaha dasyante yajna bhavitaha tair dattana pradayebhyaha यो भुङ्क्तेस्तेन एव सः.
One who does not reciprocate with the demigods by offering them sacrifice is stena, or a thief. Similarly, other living entities such as cows are providing us with innumerable delicious and nutritious foodstuffs. According to Vedic understanding, the cow is considered one of our mothers because we drink her milk, just as at birth we drink our mother's milk. The Srimad Bhagavatam lists 7 mothers: our own mother, the wife of our teacher or spiritual master, the wife of a Brahman, the wife of the king, the nurse, the cow, and the earth. We are indebted to all 7 of these mothers, and also to our father, brothers, friends, relatives, and forefathers. We receive mundane education, culture, tradition, and protection from the society in which we live, and thus we owe a great debt to society. We may well ask, how can one hope to liquidate all his debts? The answer is, only by taking shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna or Mukunda. The name Mukund indicates one who liberates us from material contamination. We are indebted to the demigods, but we cannot take shelter of them. If we actually want shelter, we should take shelter of Krishna, because he alone can free us from all debts. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and if he excuses us, then all other departmental managers, such as the demigods, must also excuse us. As Krishna recommends in Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter, simply surrender unto me. We should follow Krishna's advice, otherwise it will be very difficult to liquidate all our debts to so many persons, especially in this age of Kali. O King, one who has given up all material duties and has taken full shelter of the lotus feet of Mukund, who offers shelter to all, is not indebted to the demigods, great sages, ordinary living beings, relatives, friends, mankind, or even one's forefathers who have passed away, since all such classes of living entities are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. One who has surrendered to the Lord's service has no need to serve such persons separately.